What's going on, trucking junkies? We're letting her... Breakfast is done. We're letting her warm up, man. It is cold out there. Ah, dang. It's 23 degrees. Like it's cold crap. And the wind's blowing, the flags are all out. Man. So, I stopped at this truck stop here in Oklahoma, right past the border with Texas, right? And said limited service. So I go in there and go to the bathroom. I said, no problem. I get up this morning, I go in there and go to the bathroom. And the stall is like this big. Like that. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm a bigger guy. I need a little bit more room. You know what I mean? And then they put and they just redid all of this. And I don't understand this part. But they put the toilet paper dispenser right at your knee. They're like, you move it up like 3 inches. That's all you need. About 3 inches. 4 inches. Just move it up on the wall just a little bit. Right there on your knees. So it made it even smaller in there. Fix that stuff, people. I don't know why. I've gone to bathrooms before and the toilet paper dispenser is like right there at your knee. Who needs it that low? It's like even with the toilet. You're already sitting. Here. God. I'm going to go eat my breakfast and get out of here. Man. We made it here and we're unloaded. But holy cow. It took a minute to get up this ramp. I had to back up the ramp. It's icy as hell. Dang. Hold on a minute and I'll show you. I came in the wrong side over here because their signage is on the wrong side. So I had to go, yeah, I know, beep, beep, beep. So I had to go back out of their parking lot, turn around and come back in over here to my right so that I could actually get a good angle to come up this ramp. I tried the other way and I started to slide. I had to come in from the left over here. You can see all my tracks. I think it took me, I don't know, 20 pull-ups and readjust. Luckily, I had a guy back there directing me. That was good. But this stuff is slick. I gotta put in my... Alright, well, we're gonna go over here and sit for a second and get off this ramp. Wait for a deadhead order or a load order or one of those. I'm not going to make that right hand turn. We're going to go out here the long way. Man, I didn't know if I was going to get up at that ramp. We got her there though. Yeah, we did. So let's sit for a minute. Alright, we got a deadhead order to Fort Smith. So that's where we're going. Woohoo! Slick. So I'm going to go back out the way I came in the first time. Which is over here. Because I'll be danged if I'm going to try to back up again. I could probably go up one of these ramps forward and back up that way, but I'm already pointed this way. So why does it matter? It does not. As long as I can get out. Be alright. So we've just got a deadhead order to Fort Smith at the moment. No job. I'm sure we'll get one when we get there. Man, see how slick that is? Woo! Slick! That dude in that Maxima came flying by me. Idiot. See, these are my tracks from before. I had to go down there in the Tesla parking lot, turn around. Yeah, the parking lot behind them. The roads aren't bad though, which is really good. I can handle an icy parking lot going, 4 miles an hour, 2 miles an hour. Can't handle a icy patch in the road at 65 miles an hour. It's never a good thing. Come on, Honda. Get on out there. But I will tell you that when it's like this, there's not a lot of traffic on the road, which helps us out some. Alright, so I've been to like 3 places over here in the Oklahoma City, Tulsa area to deliver granite now. So hopefully I won't be delivering much more granite to any place else that I have to figure out how to get in there. But okay, there's a slight change of plan. So I got I don't know, I got down on the Muskogee Turnpike down there on 351, and I got 3 messages. And I'm like, okay. So I pulled off at the Oasis to look at my messages, and they were no longer sending me to Fort Smith. I had to come back. I had to flip around and come back to just on the other side of Tulsa to pick up some ingots. We're picking up aluminum ingots. I have been here before. I didn't know if I'd been here before, but I had. Pick up some ingots, and that's going to Malvern for in the morning. I'm sure I'll be picking up some kind of lumber or whatever. I was kind of hoping they'd send me on off to Fort Smith, man. They'd load me up. I could be home tonight. But whatever. We'll just make another 300-400 miles, something like that. It's about 300. With the deadhead, it's a little more. But whatever. Let's get loaded. Alright, so they're loading me. But somebody in the comments wanted to ask about gloves and boots. Now, I've done a glove tutorial before, but that was a while back, so I'll update it. So, I carry, right now, I've got 4 different pair of gloves. Alright? Now, Maverick is going to give you some leather gloves. I can't work in those things. They don't have any dexterity. They're like way too big. The fingers come out like here. Can't work in those. And they get wet and all that stuff, and they're nasty. So, this is what I use. So, this is what I normally use. I use a Wells Lamont water resistant. The blue ones. They make a black one and a blue one. The blue ones are water resistant. But the problem with that is they're not waterproof. Okay, so they get wet and then they get worn out. See, I got a hole in the thumb there. See how this leather is wearing out? See that? And but as far as dexterity and stuff goes, man, you can't beat these. I mean, they're neoprene. Your fingers go all the way down to the end of it. They got a Velcro clasp on them like that. You can make them fit. They work really well, but as soon as that leather gets wet, and then the bungees start to nick on it, it's all done after that. They last about a month. Okay. Now I have switched. I'm trying these out. These are mechanics wares. I got these at Lowe's. They're all leather and they're water resistant. And they're not bad. I put it on the right hand. They're not bad. Still got some dexterity. Your fingers still come all the way down to the bottom. The only problem with these is when they get wet all the way through. Okay? And it's cold. So your fingers are cold. All right? But these are working out pretty good. I've had these, I don't know, about 3 weeks or so. About 3 weeks they look like that. All right? To fuel, I have these. These are Wells Lamont. I get these at Wally World, and they've got a rubber palm on them. Okay, so if any grease or anything gets on them, it just comes right off. And it's real easy to grip stuff with them and stuff. That's what I use for fueling. And sometimes I will use them as a liner for the Wells Lamont gloves. That works pretty good too. That keeps you a lot warmer. All right. And then there's the winter gloves. I have these gloves that I use when it's really cold outside, and they have a lining on the inside. They're really warm. My wife's aunt bought me these for Christmas last year, and they work pretty good. I use these during the winter. I usually don't use them during the summer. They're too hot. But during the winter, they work pretty good. The only problem is that liner, when it gets a little jumped up in there, it's hard to get your fingers in. But once you get them in, they're all right for like spreading tarps and stuff like that, securing. You don't want to bungee anything with them, because once again, your fingers are like here, and then you've got all this. That all just gets caught, right? So the ones that give me more dexterity are the ones I normally use. All right. What I need to find is a pair that's got a good leather palm, but it's like infused with Kevlar. That would be good. I think that would last a while. I haven't found any yet. Maybe I can get some like tactical gloves or something. But the other thing is boots. All right, I'm wearing my boots. I'm wearing a pair of Wolverines. Let me see. Yep. Pair of Wolverines. I bought these on Amazon. I think they ran me about $160, I think. Best decision I ever made. All right, so if you're just starting out in trucking, you're tempted to go over to Walmart and buy you $28 pair of boots, right? And that's fine. If that's what you want to do, go do that. I did that. They last about 3 months. They do. The bottoms of them crack. The leather wears out real quick. And if you don't buy them a half a size bigger, the toe will cut into your toes. All right, where the steel toe is, there's no padding there at all. And you'll buy those about every 3 months if you want to keep your feet wet, or keep your feet from getting wet. My last straw was last winter. I ran them for a couple of months last winter, right after I got solo, and I was done. My feet were miserable. I was miserable. I bought these boots off of Amazon. Like I said, I've had these almost a year, probably more than a year, and they're perfect. They've not worn out. The insoles are still fine. The leather's not worn out on them. They've got a rubberized toe on the coating on the top of the toe, where the steel toes are, and that's not chipped away. I beat the heck out of these things, man, up there on the trailer, and they're perfectly fine. So, I would suggest go and get you some of these as soon as you can afford them. All right, because you make your feet happy, you're gonna be happy. All right, trucking junkies, we're loaded up, secured up, we're done. Finito. Final. Done working for the day. Now it's just drive. I appreciate you guys being here, watching my videos. We hit 950 today. I think we're at 952 right now. Good job, everybody. If you have not touched that subscribe button yet, please do so. I'd like to get to 1,000 by the end of the month. Is it doable? Maybe. We've still got more than half of it left. Barely. But we hit 950 pretty quick. I should probably turn on my navigation. Where am I going? Where's my going? Stop that. Stop. Stop doing whatever you're doing. There we go. Here we go. Man. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. I'm done. Finished. I'll see y'all tomorrow.